Good evening, I'm Kurt Gutgsell. The Jasper girls basketball team will start their season tonight. They'll take on Jeffersonville at JTS Gym. Elsewhere in Dubois County, Princeton on the road at Southridge. North Knox is at Northeast Dubois. College basketball kicked off all around the country last night, including right here in the Hoosier State. Zach Edey had 16 points, 11 rebounds as Purdue hit 16 three-pointers en route to a 98-45 win over Samford at Mackey Arena. Moorhead State comes in on Friday. Meanwhile, Ben Humrikas led the way with 21 points as the University of Evansville beat Miami of Ohio 72-64 at the Ford Center. Josh Hughes had a big game. He had 12 points and 7 boards. Yassine Toomey added 10. The Aces will play UHSP on Thursday at Ford Center. USI ran into a buzzsaw last night in St. Louis, but battled to the end, and they lose to St. Louis U 75-63. Jordan Tillman had 15 for the Screaming Eagles. The Eagles play at Michigan State coming up on Thursday. That after the number 4 Spartans lost to James Madison in East Lansing as well. Meanwhile, the Micah Shrewsbury era kicked off on Monday for Notre Dame. The Irish get a 70-63 win over Niagara. Freshman point guard Marcus Burton had 29 points for Notre Dame. Kerry Booth added 10. They'll play Western Carolina on Saturday. Elsewhere, Indiana State over St. Mary of the Woods, 90-60 at Holman Center. Castle grad Isaiah Swope, the USI transfer, had 26 points. Sycamores go to Alabama on Friday. Butler, a big win, 94-55 over Eastern Michigan at Hinkle. They'll play SEMO on Friday. Kentucky, no problem with New Mexico State, 86-46 at Rupp Arena. Rob Dillingham had 17 for the Wildcats. DJ Wagner added 13. They'll play Texas A&M Commerce on Friday night. Louisville nipped UMBC 94-93 at Yum Center. Mike James 25 for the Cardinals in that game. Washington outlasts Bellarmine 91-57 in Seattle. The Knights are at Kansas State on Friday. By the way, in women's basketball, Forest Park grad Amber Treader had 10 points in 26 minutes of action in her college debut, but Miami of Ohio fell to Vermont 60-48 out in Burlington. Indiana hosting Florida Gulf Coast tonight. Also Ball State and Michael Lewis at home with Goshen College. Rick Carlisle earned his 900th career victory. The Pacers blew out the Spurs 152-111 at Gainbridge Fieldhouse. Tyrese Halliburton led all scorers with 23. Miles Turner a double-double, 15 points, 11 rebounds. Buddy Hield had 19. Pacers are 4-3. They will be at home with the Jazz tomorrow night. Colts looking for some receiving help across town. They worked out veteran free agent Sammy Watkins. The 30-year-old spent his first 3 seasons with the Bills before being traded to the Rams in August of 2017. He also spent time with Kansas City and Baltimore for 364 career catches and 5,384 yards and 34 touchdowns. Colts at 4-5 across the pond Sunday, facing the Patriots in Frankfurt, Germany. And the college football playoff rankings will come out for the second time later this evening. Ohio State, Georgia, Michigan, and Florida State were the top 4 teams in the debut. In last week's poll, all schools remain undefeated, while Washington shares an undefeated record, and they were ranked 5th in the opening playoff poll. The Huskies are coming off a key win over USC, and they might leapfrog the Florida State Seminoles, who struggled in their victory against Pittsburgh last Saturday. Stay tuned. We'll have more right after this.